Yo, what's up, guys? Today's video, I'm gonna go through the Extreme Z Area Movie Edition to Extreme Z Awaken, the new free-to-play. He's not a new free-to-play unit, but it's a really old free-to-play unit actually. Tech Bio Broly, the one that's front and center right here. Um, so yeah, stage 15 to this event now. The Return of the Demon. Okay, and then the missions, of course, are always just gonna be just okay. I remember what they used to do with Extreme Z areas was create missions ready to play a certain amount of times. Now you just need to easy the character, which of course isn't really going to be a problem for anyone because, I mean, you can you can grab free to play units at any point, either through events currently up with stamina, or you could use keys to grab. I'm pretty sure most of them. There's not going to be a whole lot of free to play units that you can't grab anymore. Okay. So, let's see. So, they're going to want you to bring, yeah, Bio Broly. But then, let's see the roster of characters. Okay. Very short. Not a whole lot to work with right there. Yeah, some of these rosters actually get pretty big. I don't think it'd be this one. It's like a weird glitch. It's like I do have these characters, but they're showing them as growth for some reason. See, it does show I have them. That is weird to me. All right. Yeah, something like like that roster is pretty large, but oh well. So yeah, I'm gonna spend some time to think about what type of team I want to bring in here. Hello again. This is what I've come up with. I wanted to use a Earthbred Fighters setup because one of the characters you can actually use here is this physical Mr. Satan, or Hercule, whatever you want to call him. I initially was thinking that this would be a good leader skill since a lot of these characters I'd want to use, like these Trunks and Gotens and all that stuff. I mean, Android 18 would be... No? That's... I never really thought about this. Would she not be considered an Earthbred fighter? I mean, even though she's an android, she still was raised on Earth. I don't know, whatever. I mean, I get it that she's an android, but it's just still weird to me. Anyway, the thing is, though, why you shouldn't really use this leader skill is because you have to bring Tech Bio Broly, and he's not an Earthbred fighter. This friend Trunks right here, the leader skill right there, 77% to movie heroes and then 50% to tech. That actually does like at least cover Bio Broly a little bit. So I just gonna run the same Trunks myself. I initially was wanting to bring like the banner unit, Goten and Trunks right here. I was going to bring them, but with these two right here, like I almost never use them. And I think they actually have some decent looking animations if I'm right. So I'd like to just see them in action, honestly. Even if they're not... It's not really for me about like performance wise and how good they're going to do, because this is probably just going to be very easy. But I just want to see some fun little animations, that's all really. Let's go in. I think I probably have the dark mode set on. Yeah. I just keep dark mode on my day-to-day, like whenever I'm out and about, just busy, like just having the dark mode on. Okay, so we didn't get the Kento to get those. They always send me over there whenever I don't need it, like whenever I'm on my last run or something. It is so funny. Okay, so Trunks, this AGL Trunks doesn't have his whole passive up right now, because I think it was like a Goku family on rotation. Oh wait, no, it's just on the team. But he does want Goten Kid attacking the same turn. But yeah, he does seem to like slot 1 or 2. I'm gonna just do that. Even though he's type disadvantage, I'm not really too worried. This shouldn't be very hard. At least from the little bit I've read of this EZA Tech Bio Broly, Oh, look, the animation here. Yeah, it looks pretty good for a free-to-play unit. So I've read a little bit as to what this tech Bio Broly can do, and he actually seems decent. Of course, like free-to-play units aren't going to become like the anchors of the team or anything like that, but he does seem like he can have some uses. Okay, so we got the Z-Hard stage done, just easy like that. And then we'll do the other difficulty. What is it, like Super 2 or something? Let's see. Oh, it's just Super, okay. Oh, I have to refresh stamina. That's fine. I'm just gonna run it with the same thing. No Kinto-un again. Dang. Okay. I do appreciate the way that they're building these stages out now, where you can just auto, because before then, you had to like choose which path you went towards, like the bronze versus the silver, or the gold versus the rainbow. It really wasn't too bad. Like I used to hate it, but like after a while, I kind of just got used to it. This is pretty much almost the exact rotation as last time. I think, yeah, this is the exact same rotation as last time. That's of course. Whatever. So this is the higher difficulty. Oh, yeah, it turns out to take some damage there. I imagine he's not going to be dealing very much. At least like 1 health bar. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, how does he take this right here? I imagine just fine because he's at least type advantage, yeah, all that. That attack stat is pitiful. I'm pretty sure I have... Yeah, I mean... I don't have him EZ8, obviously. Minus 50% attack when facing only 1 enemy. They definitely buffed the heck out of that, but we're gonna get to reading his kit after I'm done with this stage. So yeah, he, at least the way that he used to be designed, he would just be defensive against 1 unit and then offensive against 2 or more. Strange like that. No super attack effects. Alright, anyway, let's just keep going. So this seems good right here. I have a strong feeling that this Int Trunks will be able to finish. And he does get like a bunch of extra attack when there's a Hybrid Saiyan attacking the same turn. That near the top, attack 140%. So yeah, no doubt he's got this. No doubt. And I wrote Android 18 because just like, why not? Almost like make it canon, except for these 2 Trunkses wearing like the green jacket. That's from the second Broly movie, not Bio Broly. Close enough, right? Close enough. Okay, so I am gonna have to get the rest of the medals. It shouldn't really take all too long. So I'll be right back. Alright, now we're gonna EZ8 him. Got all the medals for it. Unfortunately, did not come across a single sighting of a Kinto-un, but at least it wasn't like a smack in the face like, oh, of course, have it at your last run, so I just have extra medals for no reason. Okay, so I actually came prepared this time around, unlike what I was like with S-Tier Videl. Pretty sure it's this one right here, yep. 5, so add him in, gets him the SA 15. There we go. So now, it's yeah, there he is. Okay, so it's it's gonna be a lot easier to read it on the website, so that's what we're gonna switch to right now, just to see what type of build we should give him. So these movie bosses now. Lowers attack, that's like the only thing that's significant about a super attack effect. And greatly raise attack, like whatever. Like he's a free-to-play unit, he's not gonna be hitting all too hard unless they go crazy. But Let me check in game. This is, yeah, it is right. 102. That's such a weird. You'd expect it to be 120, not 102. Pretty weird. Okay. Anyway, so 8 key. So if you just run him on a proper leader skill, he's just going to be auto supering. Even then, even if you run like a 2 key leader skill, he's still going to be auto supering. Or at least that first turn, because I see this right here where he loses key with every 2 turns passed. Okay. That should just be like, I don't know why they didn't word it in a way. I'm trying to think why they didn't make it to where it's just 1 key and 10% damage reduction with each turn passed. Like, But anyway, yeah, 60% damage reduction. Turn 1's pretty good. Loses key and damage reduction. He basically just loses all of this by what, like the 6th turn? 30% damage reduction with facing only 1 enemy. So turn 1, that's 90% damage reduction, which is, yeah, that's going to be very valuable. I mean, I imagine if you're like grinding in EZA or something, you just bring them in. As long as it's like an EZA with only 1 enemy, that's the thing. Anyway, performs a crit when facing 2 or more enemies. So, a good thing they got away from that stupid design of like, oh, he has terrible attack or terrible defense. Okay, so yeah, he kind of seems to be wanting to be a slot 1, not a slot 1, slot 2 or 3 unit. I imagine turn 1, I think he could definitely handle slot 1. I mean, 90% damage reduction. I mean, come on. Maybe in some cases where like the boss is just hitting way too hard, because like if you take, I'm just gonna pull up the calculator just for example, but if you take like, let's just say you take an attack that's like 1,000,000 damage minus 90%, that's still gonna be 100k. Although he does have this, we'll just have to see him in game. That's the legendary line. We'll have to see him in game. This is gonna matter more the later turns, I'd imagine. But mostly just in relation to his defense. I am kind of curious, like, what his attack's gonna be at this point. Oh, he has HP recovery plus initial attack 100%. I start of turn starting from the character's next second turn after receiving an attack. Okay. So his second turn, as long as he receives an attack in that first turn, is that gonna, hold on. I'm wondering if it's gonna last for the rest of the battle at that point, as long as he just receives 1 attack. And then the next turn he just has it forever? At start of turn... as far as I can tell, I don't know if I'm wrong, but as long as you take 1 attack, the next turn, this is just gonna always be up. It's not gonna go away. That's at least what the wording implies to me. That is something that's worth looking into. Okay, and then this right here. So... additional 100% attack and defense and 40% damage reduction start from the 10th turn from character's entry turn, once only. So I'm assuming like this whole thing is just once only. That's also kind of strange, but I think the most viable thing out of him is honestly like his turn 1 ability right there, having like 90% damage reduction. That's just very valuable. It's funny, he has Super Saiyan. I mean, like, technically he is Super Saiyan, he's got gold hair, but, like, he has the Link skill Super Saiyan, but he doesn't have, like, Super Saiyan or Power Beyond Super Saiyan. I mean, I kind of get it, but I don't at the same time. Okay, so with that in mind, what do I want to give him? I mean, it's gonna make me sound like a Dodge addict, but I mean, I think I will give him full dodge secondary additional. I think I'll just give him that for now until like maybe something in game makes me change my mind. I'm not gonna give him like super committal equips or anything like that. And if I ever change my mind about his build, like he's a free to play unit, so I can farm up more copies to change the nodes. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right here. Put all the orbs into him. And yep. And then all these up here. He doesn't. I'm looking at his kit again. He doesn't seem to have like any crit. No, I think like the only thing of crit he has is just when facing 2 or more enemies. I mean, it really depends on if like his attack stats are gonna be crazy high. Yeah, I'll worry about equips another time. I'll worry about that off screen. But yeah, that'll be about it for today's video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Now make sure y'all go check the Baba Shop.